Welcome to Module 2 of the NMBU Write and Cite video series. In this video, you will learn the basics about in-text citations using the NMBU Harvard style. Now that you are familiar with why showing sources is important in your paper, let us examine how to use citations, or in-text sources. Citations indicate ideas or claims from an author other than yourself. Citations inform the reader that you are using information from another person to support your own statements. NMBU Harvard style uses the author-date method for citations. Any idea, claim, statement, or evidence that you use from another author can be cited within your text using the author-date method. Before we give specific examples, you must understand that there are two ways to use a citation in your writing: paraphrasing and direct quotation. A paraphrase occurs when you use your own choice of words to describe an idea, claim, or evidence provided by another author. Paraphrasing is a good way to get right to the point that you want to make. A direct quote is when you use another author's exact words in your paper. Using a direct quote allows the reader to see the exact statement made by another author. How you cite is only slightly different between a paraphrased sentence and a direct quote. Let's consider paraphrasing a section of text written by Werner in 1993. Werner originally wrote, "The results of many rural development projects aiming to improve the living standards of rural population in developing countries have often been disappointingly poor." Let's see how to use the author-date method when paraphrasing. We can rewrite Werner's original idea using our own words and indicate that the idea belongs to Werner. Development projects to improve living standards for rural people often do not achieve the intended goal. Werner, 1993. The author's last name, followed by the date of publication, appear at the end of the sentence, in parentheses, and then followed by the period. Or, we can include Werner's name within our sentence, if the author is the topic. Werner, 1993, wrote that development projects to improve living standards for rural people often do not achieve the intended goal. Let us compare the original text written by Werner to our own words. As you can see, our statement is different than Werner's original sentence, but contains the same idea. We give credit to Werner as being the original author by using the author-date method. The citation tells the reader that you are using someone else's evidence to support your own claim. A direct quote is different from a paraphrased sentence. For quotes 39 words or less, show the author's exact words in quotation marks around the text as it appeared in the publication. In recent years, we have witnessed the emergence of new forms of dynamism in agricultural commodity markets. Retting, Marsden, and Banks, 2003, page 393. As you can see, you still use the author-date method, but you must include the source's page number. In this case, the author's exact words are found on page 393. A page number tells the reader exactly where they can find the quote that you used. The citation appears outside the quotation marks and before the period. Or we can write, Retting, Marsden, and Banks, 2003, state, "We have witnessed the emergence of new forms of dynamism in agricultural commodity markets," page 393. In this example, the author and date are still connected, but we place the page number at the end of the quote, outside of the quotation marks and before the period. For quotes exceeding 39 words, omit the quotation marks. Instead, you use a block quote that moves from your sentence into the quote. Again, the author and date stay together, and the page number is included at the end of the direct quote, outside of the period. No quotation marks are used for long quotes. Instead, the entire quotation is indented 1.3 centimeters or 1/2 inch from the left margin, indicating that you are using the exact words the author has written. The author date method is the standard citation method for NMBU's Harvard style. Different sources will require different citations, so it is important to learn more about citing information by visiting the NMBU Library's Write and Cite webpage or other online sources like the Purdue OWL Online Writing Lab. This tutorial has only introduced you to the basics of the author date method. Remember, as a student, you are responsible to avoid plagiarism by knowing how to cite all information properly. To learn how to properly use this method and the various ways of citing using NMBU Harvard style, follow the resources available to you on this page. Thank you for watching the Write and Cite video tutorial on in-text citations. In the next video, you will be introduced to references.